another episode of Spirit of Truth, the podcast. I am your host, Dr. Sherry Walker Shy, and it's an honor and a privilege to be with you all today. Welcome. We are so excited about what is taking place and what we're doing. In our interview today, we have with us Damion Gordan, and Damion is a up and coming actor. He's a host. He's a native of Conyers, Georgia, and we're happy to have him with us today. Welcome, Damion.
I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you for wanting me on and just to get to talk to y'all. It's a big opportunity. Thank you.
To hear of great things happening in the lives of our youth and our young men, and especially our young Black men. So we're excited about what you're doing and the opportunities that are presenting themselves for you.
I appreciate that.
David, tell us a little bit about yourself, other than the fact that you are a native of Conyers. Just give us a little bit of your history and background.
Well, I was born in the church. I was born in a entertainment type family, so that's always kind of been something that I've been interested in, was entertainment. Now, I did kind of step away from as far as entertainment, like acting, to create my own lane, because everybody in my family does something. My mama sings, she has her own choirs. My dad had his own music group. My brother's a big musician, so I kind of said I want to do something else. So I took a big interest in sports, so I made my own name in sports. I really fell in love with sports, so I just kind of forgot about my entertainment life and just went strictly sports for a while. Went to college, played sports, that didn't work out, so I kind of just had to revamp my mind. And when I really dug in, I had to talk to God and had to figure out who I was again. It's like, bro, you left your whole identity. You're an entertainer. Entertain these folks. That's what comes easy to you. So I just love talking to everybody. I'm just energetic personality.
Yes, it's funny you would say that, because I know your family very well. Your grandfather has been a pastor in the community for so many years.
Yep. I grew up in his church.
And I just love him so much. And yes, we are so familiar with the entertainment side of your family, your whole family. Even your uncle is a musician as well. So
right.
you couldn't kind of get away from your roots, right?
I couldn't escape it no matter how hard I was. And
awesome.
I would always tell people, I mean, I play the drums, I play the bass guitar, but I'm going to be an athlete. I want to play sports. Like, I can sing, I can do all that. I even tell people I'm the best singer in my family, and I am. But I wanted to be an athlete, but God has his ways of showing us what we need to do. And I'm very thankful of that and grateful of that.
Yeah, it's in your DNA. It's in your blood. You can't escape it.
Not at all. And I try hard.
Right. Well, we have watched you grow, and we have seen some of the projects that you have worked on. What inspired you or pulled you back to your roots as an entertainer, or and in the actual the entertainment industry? What pulled you back to that?
I love this story. I'm gonna try to make it the short way. I was actually playing football for The Quad. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the show The Quad that came out in 2018 on BET.
Yes.
They needed a double for the quarterback, and the quarterback was one of the lead characters. Just so happened I'm the same size, I'm the same skin complexion, the same everything as the quarterback. The real actor had never played football before, and so in real life I actually played quarterback. So they wanted me, they was like, hey, can you do this? Like, you measure up to him and we need somebody to double him. So basically what a double is I'm doing all his movements. So every movement he was doing was actually me. Uh-huh. So just being on set every day, I'm meeting producers and I'm seeing producers, and they're asking me, they were like, hey, do you act? Have you acted? I said, man, I ain't acting. I'm just out here being a stunt double. I'm playing football. I ain't never thought about acting. Acting too soft for me. I ain't no pretty boy, nothing like that. So top producers on BT, one specifically Rob Hardy, he was telling me, he was like, hey man, you need to get you some pictures, man. Get you a reel. You got to look for this. You need to do that. And out of everybody, when I went and just looked up who people was who was telling me stuff, I looked up Rob Hardy and seen what he had done and things like that. I'm like, okay, I think there's that connection that God is showing me. I need to go back and start getting into my entertainment side. And so from then on, I took some pictures. I got in classes, the whole 9 yards. I just prayed on what I needed to do, and God was like, take the pictures. I took the pictures. The next step, got a reel. The next step, got in classes, and it was just, everything just started falling in place. It's like, okay, this might be what I'm supposed to be doing, because I'm getting stuff and I haven't even tried to get stuff.
Wow.
So I'm like,
that's when you know it's God.
I'm back in the entertainment.
Awesome.
Right.
Awesome.
Right.
So what new projects and up and coming projects do you have, and that we can I know you have been appeared on Fatal Attraction, and you have that that's going to air in April. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Ma'am. That's okay. Yeah, that's actually going to be the second Fatal Attraction that I'm on. Okay. And I'm playing the lead in this one also. I was the lead in the last one. I'll be the lead in this one here. So I can't really say too much about it.
Okay.
I personally think I displayed my best acting in this one, simply because of my mindset coming into this year about acting. I had a mindset that I'm gonna make something happen with my acting this year. So every set that I've been on this year, I felt like I did my best. Like every set, I'm gonna say that about every set I'm on, because I feel like, okay, I'm getting better, and I'm actually having a purpose. I'm finding out you have to have a purpose about everything you do. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that Fatal Attraction, this episode, please do not miss it. Please do not miss it. I feel like I did good. The episode is good, man. You're gonna love it.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. It's just so encouraging to see you and your brother as well doing the things that you all are doing. And I know your mom and dad are really proud of what you guys are doing, and the positive impact that you're having on the community and young people. Is such a joy to see you guys. Are there any actors or roles that you are hoping or to get in the future? Is there anyone that you want to work with that you haven't worked with, that you goals? Just tell us a little bit about what you expect from yourself in the future.
I definitely expect some big things. I see myself going into well, not to stay there, but here in the near future, going into like a action Marvel actor. I've recently got into some stunt classes. I've got my stunt reel going on. I've shot that out to a couple stunt directors. They love what they see. They're telling me, hey man, everything's natural. You didn't add no speed to the video, no slow motion. We like what we see. So here in the near future, I expect myself to grow a little bit more in the stunt world. Meaning you guys won't see me, but you know, it's just a passion of mine to do stunts. So I'll be loving what I'm doing. And also I kind of feel myself getting going towards getting in a few series, TV series that you guys can constantly see me on. I've had multiple auditions, and I'll even say I didn't get them, but I'm not worried about it, because as long as I get the auditions, I know they're seeing my name and seeing my face.
Right.
So I want to be an action actor coming, series actor coming soon. Those are like my two biggest goals here in the near future within 2022.
Now, I heard you say earlier that you were the best singer in your family.
Yes.
Now, those are some huge shoes to follow. And if you are the best singer in your family, are you thinking of recording soon, or how are you feeling about recording?
I want to do all that. And I want it to have an impact. So what I want to do first is make it to the top in one profession, and then just give all my talents to the world. Like I want to, and if it's a way I can do all of it at once, I'm that person that's going to try to do it. But for right now, I'm just focused on getting this acting sharp. I want to be sharp on camera. I want to be sharp doing stunts. I just want to be the sharpest and sharp. We know he not finna short us with no song or any music like that. So I just want to make sure, you know, everybody know my name before I put anything out and it get overlooked.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. That's great. So where are you headed with the radio, with your hosting and the radio show that you're currently working on?
Okay, yeah, I work with Streets 94.5, and what I am actually is an assistant producer for the morning show with Young Jock, Shawty, and Miss Shanika. I love it, man. All I do, well, I'm not gonna say all I do because it's a big part. I program what they're gonna talk about in the morning. We have the biggest thing in the 8 to 10. That I'm just learning. I'm sitting up under them, just learning things that can be said on the radio, learning things that can't be said on the radio. One thing I'm seeing about radio is, and I don't say this like I'm trying to replace anybody or anything, but people have long periods of time at radio. Like Frank Ski was at his radio for how long? 20, 30 years,
Right.
So it's just like you just sit and learn and wait your turn and just intake everything you can. So when they do give you an opportunity, you're there. And even though I haven't to the public, I've done commercials for Figures Wireless, which is one of the biggest Black-owned phone companies in the U.S.
Wow.
I've done Spelman's homecoming commercial, Morehouse's homecoming commercial, Clark's homecoming commercial. I've done a lot of club commercials. So it's like, it's good publicity. You just got to stay down and enjoy the process and don't get ahead of yourself thinking that you're bigger than what you are.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful hearing all the things that you're doing. You're all over the place and you have your hands in a little bit of everything. So what area would you stick to in terms of where you want to see yourself?
I would say acting.
Yes.
Be a big enough platform to do what I really want to do. All these things, like you said, I got my hand in it. All these things is just to build my name so I can do what I really want to do, which is help the next man, help the next young lady, help the next young man, help them grow. Like we got a lot of people that have a platform to do so, but not doing so in a positive manner. I want to go give 1,000 Apple laptops to kids who can't afford it, but really want to go to school. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to just go pass out no J's or go pass out no shoes, because at the end of the day, that's what the parents gonna buy them. So right. I want to get stuff that they need that the parents don't buy. You know what I'm saying? I want to give stuff that's actually going to impact these kids, that in 10 years later they can say Damion Gordan, he gave me this, my first Apple Map where I made my first beat, and now I'm a millionaire beat producer. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's awesome.
I just think down the line and things like that.
Yes. You just mentioned the name Rich Rocky. Tell us about that.
That's my radio hosting side. I don't really like saying that, but it just come real quick. But that's just what I go by when I'm doing any hostings or when I do any recordings for like a commercial. What's good, it's your kid Rich Rocky and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And speaking of children, and giving back to the community and reaching back, are there any foundations or any in helping the youth?
It's not right now. And I actively am looking for some. Like I'm weird, so I want to be a part of like PETA, stuff like that. That's how I give back. Things are like weird things. If I can find a good young organization that helps kids and does things for kids and stuff like that, then I would definitely want to be a part of it, because I actually already have some things for my old high school. I'm just trying to make sure I can do things, within the county, working with the county, the school board. I'm trying to bring some of their favorite artists down to their school for their pep rallies, just to give them hope, because it's people from Rockdale that's on some big platforms. So I want to bring all them folks here. Like, hey, we started from right here. Right. All y'all are in the same gym that we started in. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can do this, and I'm all about giving hope. I'm all about the next man. This awesome. Acting stuff, this stuff ain't for me. It's not for me. It's not even mine. I'm borrowing it from God while I'm here. So I don't have nothing to do but give it back,
That's awesome. That's awesome. you're such an inspiring young man, and it's such a pleasure to talk with you and interview you and meet you face to face, up close and personal. So I'm just thankful and giving God praise, even within myself right now, to hear the positive things that you have going on. We look forward to seeing you. We look forward to supporting your work and supporting all that you do. And if there's ever any time you need us for anything, please feel free to reach out. We're here to support and push you into your destiny and into your next level, whether it's through prayer or actual support, or however, tuning into the show, however we can support you, that's what we're here to do. So be encouraged. And thank you again for joining us on this episode of Spirit of Truth, the podcast.
No problem. I really thank you for those questions, man. I hope I said something that somebody can take and think about and go forward with their life.
Well, you have actually inspired me. So I'm new to this, but you have definitely inspired me. And it just lets us know, just even hearing you say that you can't get away from your roots. You can't get away from where you come from, so to speak, but what has been instilled in you. So we're here to encourage and uplift and motivate people to move to their next and to move into their destinies. Sometimes you have to go back and to those roots. So we look forward to seeing so much more from you in the future.
I really appreciate that. And I'm not going to let anybody down. I'm not going on no crazy stuff. I'm not losing my mind. I'm focused. And what's for me, I'm going to get it.
You are grounded, and you are well grounded. And we just wish you so much success.
Thank you very much. I thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. We have really enjoyed talking with Damion Gordan. You guys, please look for him, follow him, and the projects that he have coming up on Fatal Attraction. He will be there on April the 18th. So please tune in and watch him in the lead role on that show. So we thank you all once again for tuning in with us to Spirit of Truth, the podcast. With me, Dr. Sherry Walker-Shy. If you would like to be a guest on our show on Spirit of Truth, you can email us at spiritoftruthpodcast@gmail.com. And also, please tune in and listen to us on our podcast on Google, Spotify, iHeart, Deezer, Podchaser, or your favorite podcast outlet. Watch by downloading the PGN TV network app on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon, and Fire TV. You can also watch us on ISO Android mobile apps, Cross TV, or watch via the web TV app at www.pngtv.org. Also, follow us on Facebook at Spirit of Truth, the podcast, Instagram, Spirit of Truth, the podcast, also on TikTok and Twitter. We look forward to seeing you. And again, thank you so much for tuning in with us. We are planning some great things in the future. So you all continue to pray for us as we pray for you. God bless you.